Yo guys, in today's video I want to share the strength of a macro plan, because I think right now it is very important for every single one of our community to have somewhat of a macro plan, so that you are kind of prepared for what might come. And I want to share with you a plan that I've made already months ago, and I will flip the camera so you can see it a little bit better. So yeah guys, here we can see the plan that I've made earlier in 2022, and as you can see, I actually made a plan before Bitcoin bottomed, and my plan was that Bitcoin is going to bottom between October, November, December of 2022 between 12 and 20k, while we were actually trading at this specific moment at 22,600. And the price went actually exactly to month 47. As you can see, the green dot right here, we had that capitulation event between 12 and 20k. Bitcoin went to 15,000 US dollars, and I went basically all in. And right now, I also, or back then, when I made that plan to enter Bitcoin, I also made a plan already to exit Bitcoin right here at the end of 2023 or the beginning of 2024. And guys, the reason why I made that plan is because of the 16-year cycle. That cycle I have been talking about already since 2022. And the reason why the 16-year cycle is so interesting, because a similar adoption of technology had a similar cycle, and that was the internet. The dot-com bubble did a similar cycle like we have seen with Bitcoin, 4-year cycles in a row, but also a secular cycle, which is that 16-year cycle. And the 16-year cycle, I made also some separate videos about that, so definitely worth to check that one out. But that one basically says that this bull market is a very early acceleration, but shorter lived than previous bull markets. And right now we are already seeing those signs. The bull market that we are seeing right now, the crypto market, already shows a different cycle than previous cycles. It already looks different. The price went way higher than, for example, in previous cycles, but also previous bear markets went way lower. And if we have a look at other circumstances like the interest rates, the yield curve inversion, then the macro picture looks also really different than previous times, because the previous bull market was mainly driven by the creation of money. The M2 money supply completely increased. The Federal Reserve bought up a lot of assets, which made that risk on assets went up. But this cycle, we don't see that. So I think that right now we already see that this cycle is very different than the previous cycle. And I actually think that the chances are increasing of that specific 60-year cycle. And the reason why it is so important to have a macro plan, and that is also the important message from this video, is basically that if you have a macro plan, you can basically remain an objective perspective while being in the midst of a certain mania phase, right? So when we had that liquidation event to 15,000 US dollars, I was not scared. My thoughts were going like, hell yeah, I'm going all in. I've been waiting for this moment, right? Well, other people we're talking about, now we're going to 12k, now we're going maybe to 8k, maybe to 10k. That was not the case for me, and we are going to see the same thing the other way around. So we are also going to say when Bitcoin is going to go up and Bitcoin is going to top, we are going to have the same people saying Bitcoin going to 100, 200, 300k, super cycle, this and that. And although that's possible, in my opinion, it's not likely. So I'm still sticking to my macro plan that I'm wanting to take profits at the end of 2023. So already the end of this year, maybe, or the beginning of 2024. And that really depends on where Bitcoin is basically trading at. If Bitcoin is close to the all-time highs, then at for example, Q1 of 2024, I will already be taking profits. And I will already have my perspective sharp to look for certain topping patterns, right, in derivatives exchange data, but also in the structure of the price. So that is, guys, that is really the power of a macro plan, because this plan really helped me to stay sane when Bitcoin was dumping, in what was it, October, November, December 2022 to 50,000, and this really helped me to go all in during the time period without any fear, with full conviction. So guys, this one I wanted to give to you too. If you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe down below, as we are going to monitor this live whenever that is happening, the 16-year cycle. And if it's get invalidated, I will also be the first one to say that, to admit that. But yeah guys, that was it for today's video, and wish you all a beautiful day, and see every single one of you in the next one. Bye bye.